Banger after banger.
We're here. It's your boy Big Hero Chris back at you with your WWE Payback review. If you're new to the channel, go ahead and subscribe, give me a thumbs up, ring the notification bell, hit me up on Twitter, hit me up on TikTok, hit me up in the community post. And first things first, before I even get into the show, before I even get to this review, I would be remiss if I didn't talk about the late breaking news in the world of professional wrestling, and that is the fact that CM Punk got fired on his day off, right? So All In happened last week. We had the backstage incident with Jack Perry and CM Punk, and apparently even more stuff came out. So there was things like monitors being knocked over in front of Tony Khan, CM Punk lunging at Tony Khan, confronting Tony Khan, fists being thrown and whatnot. So Tony Khan released a statement on the AEW Twitter page, pretty much talking about the release of CM Punk. Even before this episode of Collision, Tony Khan had a statement. He pretty much let people know this is what's up. He had to let go of CM Punk, tell him to hit the bricks, and he said it was one of the toughest things he had to do, but it was also the same time the first time at a wrestling event where he felt unsafe. So dim's the brakes, man. You play stupid games, you win stupid prizes. And I'm pretty sure this is going to be the topic of discussion for a long time coming, for the next couple of days, especially with the fact that Collision is taking place in Chicago, the fact that All Out is taking place in Chicago. CM Punk ain't got no job. I still got my job, but I know how to talk to people. But that's another video for another day. I'll probably get into a little bit more when I do my Collision, All Out review. But we're not here to talk about All Out. We're not here to talk about CM Punk. We're here to talk about WWE Payback. And I gotta be honest, man, I didn't really have too much expectations for this show, going into it. It felt like a really a fun little house show type feel. But man, this show was actually a whole lot of fun. And it started off in a big way, big action. It started off with a steel cage match between Trish Stratus and Becky Lynch. And I gotta say, I was like, yo, this is what I've been looking for these two, for this rivalry. This match was awesome. It was probably one of the best matches on the card, one of the best matches of the night. I'm like, thank you, finally. Even though this was, I'm assuming, the last match in the feud, they ended it with a bang. There was points in the match where Trish was hanging upside down from the cage. You had manhandle slams off the top of the cage and whatever. You even had Zoe Stark getting involved multiple times, helping out Trish, the only member of the Trish Stratus Appreciation Society. But even though you had all these things going on against the man, it still wasn't enough. Becky Lynch ended up getting the win. After the match, you had Zoe Stark kind of apologizing for, costing Trish Stratus the match. Trish wasn't hearing it, and she was kind of being a big Canadian bully, and she was pushing Zoe Stark and, slapping her, whatever. And Zoe Stark locked both of them in the cage, and she started whooping Trish's behind, man. So I'm assuming this is leading to a face turn for Zoe Stark and possibly a feud between her and Trish somewhere down the line. I wouldn't mind seeing it. It seems like it would be pretty interesting. And side note, during the cage match, they kept showing NXT Women's Champion Tiffany Stratton in the crowd. And I'm like, that's interesting. Even after the match, you had Becky Lynch doing an interview, and Tiffany Stratton came out of nowhere and interrupted. So maybe this will be something going forward. Maybe Becky will pull up in NXT. Maybe Tiffany Stratton will pull up on the main roster. Who knows? But this could be some very interesting stuff going forward. Speaking of interesting, we had Big Match John come out, who was the host for WWE Payback, and also the special guest referee for Miz vs. LA Knight. Now he had John Cena coming out, and he was talking a little bit, and he was interrupted by The Miz. And I can't even lie to you, The Miz kind of cooked John Cena up a little bit. He mentioned the fact that John Cena is almost 50 and he dresses like a Teletubby. He had some other fun jokes. I can't remember what he said, but there was a couple of times that The Miz got John Cena, and this eventually led to the match between The Miz and LA Knight. And John Cena got a good reaction, but LA Knight got just as good as a reaction as John Cena. So, you know, big things are going on for LA Knight. LA Knight got the win. And the thing was, John Cena was kind of like a good referee. He called it down the middle. The Miz was cheating, and he would kind of like stop the Miz from cheating. You had LA Knight kind of getting carried away, and John Cena was like, yo, chill out, man. And then during the match, you had John Cena and LA Knight getting each other's faces. So maybe that might be a little shindig going forward, you know? Of course, like I said, LA Knight won the match with a BFT. And even after the match, you had John Cena doing the little thing, but kind of the endorsement, you know, they shook hands. And John Cena did the thing where he was like, hey, this is the guy, you know, you're alright, LA Knight. After this, we had the match between Rey Mysterio and Austin Theory for the United States Championship. And listen, Rey Mysterio is almost 50 years old, and this man still moves like it's 1997. It's crazy, man. I've been watching Rey Mysterio pretty much the entire time I've been a wrestling fan, and the fact that this man can still move and still do the same things that he does at this age, at this level, it's crazy. Rey Mysterio won. He's still your United States champion. So after the match, you had Rey Mysterio celebrating with the LWO, and I'm thinking, are they gonna turn heel and jump this man? Didn't happen. LWO stands strong, celebrating with Rey Mysterio. So this is another match of the night, man. To me, it was between the steel cage match and this match right here, and that was the Steel City Street fight between Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn, and the Judgment Day and Finn Balor and Damian Priest. And listen, my prediction was totally wrong with this, and I'm totally cool with that because, you know, I like being surprised, and I was thoroughly surprised with how much I enjoyed this match. There was blood and Terry Funk t-shirts and Pittsburgh Penguins jerseys and hockey sticks and fighting, and Dominic Mysterio pulled up out of nowhere, and there was blood. Kevin Owens was bleeding, and you can just know John Moxley was somewhere pumping his fist at the side of this. And JD McDonough even interfered, man. He helped out the Judgment Day. I don't know if they're gonna induct this man into the group or not. He kind of deserves it, even, especially after the bump he took, because it was supposed to be a pop-up power bomb, and somehow like JD, I guess his big giant head kind of shifted the weight and the momentum, and it looked like he took a real nasty bump onto the table, like the announcer table. But yeah, man, it looked like Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn were gonna win like they typically do, but the odds were really stacked up against Kevin Owens and Sami, because you had Dominic interfering, you had JD McDonough in his 10-gallon head interfering. You even had Rhea Ripley coming out of nowhere and spear Kevin Owens through Barry barricade, man. Justice for Barry. The Judgment Day is your new WWE Undisputed Tag Team Champions, and right now they're the most dominant group in WWE. Right now, man, Judgment Day, they're really doing what they said they're gonna do, and that's take over not only Monday Night Raw, but the WWE as a whole. And you absolutely love to see it, man. The celebration was dope. Finn Balor was going crazy. He was like, look at the gold. Look at all the gold. And he was just carrying on and everything. So it was a cool moment for the Judgment Day. But speaking of cool moments, we had the Grayson Waller effect with special guest Cody Rhodes. And the entire week you had, you were hyped. There was hype as to this big announcement. You're thinking it's gonna be like something dealing with Cody finishing the story, or the next feud for Cody, or something going on with Cody. And it was none of those things. It was actually a big return. The return of main event Jey Uso. And Cody announced that Jey Uso is gonna be a part of Monday Night Raw now. So he's officially away from the bloodline, for real, for real. He's away from his brother, he's away from his cousin, he's away from his other brother, he's away from the bloodline. So now Jey Uso's back, main event Jey Uso. Now we get to really see if he is main event Jey Uso. Got a remix theme. Jimmy Uso got a new theme. I need WWE music to release these themes the same way CM Punk got released from his contract. I need these themes in my life right now. So next up we have the Women's Championship match between Rhea and Raquel. And it was an alright match. It was a little dicey, it was a little choppy here and there. But the match itself was fine. You know, Rhea Ripley won. Dominic Mysterio pulled up out of nowhere and he caught cast distraction. He was interfering and whatnot. Cost Raquel Rodriguez the match. Even though she got the she hit Dominic with the running power slam like Braun Strowman, so that was pretty cool. But Rhea Ripley won with the Riptide, and she did that freaky, fine, sexy pin that she does. We have the main event between Seth freaking Rollins and Shinsuke Nakamura. And Seth Rollins comes out first. Then you have Shinsuke Nakamura come out. And the entrance, the little entrance video before Nakamura came out was actually really dope. It was like a little anime style. It was animated. It was like Shinsuke documenting how he's gonna just pretty much murder Seth Rollins and break his back and make him humble. Pretty much go full Bane. And then Nakamura comes out. And these two had a pretty good match. The match itself was fine. Seth Rollins is still your World Heavyweight Champion. He beat Nakamura with a stomp. So, you know, it was a pretty straightforward match. It looked like Shinsuke was kind of like upset by this, so I don't know if they're gonna run this back again, if they're gonna have a rematch, or if Seth Rollins moves on to somebody else. But you know, the match was straight. Seth Rollins is still your World Heavyweight Champion. He keeps his back for another day. So overall, man, Payback was a great show. It was a whole lot of fun. We had returns, we had new champions. John Cena's here for a little bit. So, you know, even John Cena was in the back doing the corresponding. He was doing backstage interviews and whatever. So, you know, fun times all around. This show gets the honorary W. But yeah, man, let me know your thoughts on this show. What was your favorite match? What was your favorite moment? Did you enjoy the show? What were you watching? Were you watching Payback? Were you watching Collision? Let me know in the comment section below. Of course, as always, like, comment, and subscribe. You guys take care of these. I'm out. Peace.